Black Ops 6 has been out a week, and just like all Call of Duty launches, it has its fair share of issues. But a lot of these things can be fixed by making a few updates. Let's go through everything that needs to change in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. I'll preface this by saying I'm actually really enjoying the game, and I think it's the best COD we've had in the Warzone era. But there's definitely some issues, so let's get into it. Where to even begin with the maps? I made a video about a month ago going through each of the maps and whether or not they could be good. I actually had really high hopes, and boy, am I disappointed. There's definitely some okay maps, don't get me wrong. Skyline and Subsonic are like the only maps I can consistently have fun on. The rest, well, they're a problem. Some of the maps I feel like I don't have a chance to breathe, while others feel completely empty. On Payback, it feels like there's never a split second to regen from a previous gunfight. There's always one or two more players right there for the trade. While on Protocol, it feels completely lifeless. I don't think I've played a complete game of 6v6 anything on that map yet in any mode. People are just leaving as soon as they're spawn trapped, or a single streak gets called in. Same with Red Card. What is up with this map design? It just feels all over the place and has zero natural flow to it, with most of my gunfights happening in the soccer stands and nowhere else. It's like the map is forcing me over there. You can't even step foot on the long lane of Vault without getting laser beamed by a gold model L by a guy sitting on the balcony. Even if you manage to kill that guy, joke's on you, there's another guy right behind him for some reason. Lowtown has water. Do I even need to say more? Real question, has there been a good Call of Duty map that has water? Let me know in the comments. Then, there's all of the face-off maps in Gala, Pit, Stakeout, and Warhead. I don't even understand how people are playing these on 6v6. I get that they're doing it for the camo grind, but oh my gosh, that would actually drive me crazy playing those maps over and over and over and over just to grind headshots on regular guns. The maps have been underwhelming at launch, to say the least. I'm still having fun with the game, and I think once we get some Treyarch classics back, and hopefully some good original maps as well, the game will become top tier. Not only for pubs, but for competitive as well. A lot of these maps aren't competitively viable in their current state. The competitive community always just makes it work. But when we have maps that we know play well, let's just put them in the game. I'd rather watch and play the same map every year if I know it plays well, than a mediocre map that plays horribly. Treyarch has an amazing map library, including Standoff, Firing Range, Summit, Raid, Slums, Stronghold, and Fringe, to name a few. All of these maps are better than the best map in Black Ops 6, which is actually crazy to think about. Original maps have been an issue the last few years, but I had high hopes this year considering Treyarch's past and the great Modern Warfare 3 maps that were put out post-release. I don't know what happened to map development, but someone over on that team needs to figure it out. Spawn trapping has always been a part of Call of Duty since I can remember, but usually there's a flipping point. There's zero spawn flipping happening in Black Ops 6 right now, at least in my games. Babylon, I can understand. That's its intention, and square maps are always going to have this problem. But I can't stand being put in that Babylon blender another time. At the end of the day, gaming is supposed to be fun, and that map is just not fun when you get spawn trapped. There's literally nowhere for you to escape. You're just fucked. I haven't seen spawn trapping this bad since USS Texas. Protocol is massive. There's zero reason why I should be getting spawn trapped. Zero. Spawn me underneath one of the buildings, spawn me on the helipad, spawn me anywhere else other than the default spawn point. Vault is also a bad one. There's been countless times where I've been pushed up into the enemy's balcony with a teammate, and we've been able to watch them spawn in the back. The spawns absolutely need work in general, but they've needed work for years, and it actually seems to be getting worse, especially with the map design in Black Ops 6. It's just not working. It wouldn't be a Call of Duty critiquing video without at least mentioning skill-based matchmaking, right? Is it just me, or does it feel worse this year? I feel like we say this every year, and then we just deal with it, but legitimately, I feel like it's cranked up right now. And I'm not even a great Call of Duty player, and I'm feeling it. I understand why it's in the game, they have the retention numbers to show it, I'm sure. But can we turn this shit down, please? Is that too much to ask? Anyway, I just had to mention skill-based matchmaking because it truly feels out of whack this year. In a perfect world, this gets turned off. In a better world, they turn it down a notch, or 12. I'll start this section off by saying I actually think the weapon balance is in a pretty good place, but as always, there's going to be a few OP weapons and I think they need to be dealt with sooner rather than later. The Model L is the best assault rifle in the game at the moment. It's literally a 3-bullet kill with the right setup. 3-bullet ARs should never be a thing. I know they have been in the past, but they can ruin the experience when a majority of the weapons are a 5-bullet kill. The Jackal is still one of the best guns in the game, even after a full beta of it being the best gun in the game, and a nerf. I guess Treyarch just really want this thing to be the go-to gun. I'm fine with this gun being amazing at close to short, medium range, but when it starts competing with ARs at range, that's where the issue lies. It's just too good at everything. The SVD is actually the best sniper in the game right now, and it has crazy one-shot potential on upper body shots, which should not be the case. So use this while you can, as it will likely be nerfed very, very shortly. These are really the only 3 I've noticed a big issue with. If there are other weapons that you think are overpowered right now, let me know. All in all, I think weapon balance is in a pretty good place, but there's always room for improvement. Time to kill has been too fast in a lot of Call of Duties over the years. I've always been a fan of the slower time to kill games like Black Ops 4, which actually has the slowest time to kill of any Call of Duty game, and that's what I wish the standard was. While most guns in the game kill in 5 bullets, there are a lot of 4-bullet kill and even 3-bullet kill weapons, which is just dumb. Like I mentioned before, 3-bullet kills should never be a thing on a fully auto weapon. It just breaks the game. Black Ops 6 is a 100 health game, so there's only so much wiggle room they can have, especially with headshot multipliers in the game. I think they should go back to how it was in the beta, where there's only headshot multipliers with specific attachments. Everything else has the same value. I know a lot of people didn't like this idea, but it's much better than being deleted in 3 bullets gunfight after gunfight. I don't think any significant changes will happen regarding the time to kill, but it's definitely fast this year. I can't wait to dive a little deeper into the time to kill in the future. Combat specialties are new this year, and you can earn this by equipping 3 perks of the same color. The Recon perk specialty is insane. Enemies can be seen through walls for a short time after respawn, a HUD edge indicator flashes when an enemy is outside your view, and leave no death skulls when killing enemies. Pardon me? That is disgusting. Now I'm not gonna lie, I've been using this, and it's incredible. I think the easiest and best change would be to get rid of one of the extra abilities, either the wall hack after respawn, or the HUD indicator. I think the more balanced option is to get rid of the wall hack because that's info for your whole team if you have comms, whereas the HUD indicator only affects you individually. There's a few issues with the matchmaking this year, one being the team balancing, especially when playing solo. I feel like every time I play solo, I'm playing against 3 or 4 very good Call of Duty players similar to my skill level, and then 2 slightly below that, while my team is a bunch of recruit bots walking around aimlessly. Solo matchmaking has never been the best, but this really needs some work or it's going to turn some people away. Second being lobbies are not filling. I've loaded into many games 4v4, and they remain 4v4 for the duration of the match, and that's when people aren't just leaving the match. This has been happening a lot this year, and it's only 1 week in, and it's not even due to any one factor. I was playing Vault Domination last night, the score was 85-74, and the whole team just left, and the lobby never got refilled. This has happened quite a few times, and I'm not really sure the cause or even how to suggest fixing it. Lastly, I'm going to end with kind of a personal one, the Noob Tube. Is this the year of the Noob Tube? Are they back? I don't know what it is, but I've been getting killed by the AK-74 Noob Tube a lot lately. Now, I'm not judging people who use this. It's in the game for a reason, but I hope this doesn't become a common theme in the game because I hate the Noob Tube cheese, getting serious Modern Warfare 2 flashbacks from 15 years ago. These are just a few of the things that I've noticed over the week that could use some work. I'm sure there are more issues including bugs and exploits, but I wanted to focus on core gameplay elements that could potentially be fixed. I think the most important thing for this game's longevity is the maps. We need to get some better maps into the rotation ASAP. What did I miss? Let me know in the comments the biggest issue you have with Black Ops 6, and if there's anything they can do to fix it. Before you leave, if you enjoyed the video, don't be shy, hit that subscribe button, it's completely free.